Salutations, hello everyone, welcome to a very rare stream that you will only see once in a blue moon probably, maybe actually even rarer than that. Yes, welcome. An Arknight stream, probably the first, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna make another one, but hey, let's enjoy it while we have it, right? I got 300 pulls, let's see what I can get with it. The goal is actually to spark for Wis'adel. It's completely free to play, by the way. I gathered 300 pulls over many months, and I decided, well, this banner seems really good for it. So here we are. So yes, today we're pulling in probably one of the best banners in Arknights history ever, probably. You know, it's a limited banner, so those are always really good to pull for. You get Exia, you know, Exia Alta, who's arguably the best character in the game now. You get Lemuen, who is also a really good unit. So no matter which one you get, you always win. And on top of that, you can spark for older limited characters. One of them being Wis'adel, who is also arguably the best unit in the game. So yeah, pretty much this is an amazing banner to go for. Even though there's a bunch of amazing banners that are coming through, I was like, nah, this one is it. This one is the right one to go for. No regrets. So let's see what else I can get. 300 pulls. I never pulled that much in a banner. Usually, how I always pulled in Arknights is that I basically just did a 10 roll every banner. I've done that for a long time. Because Arknights rates are pretty generous, all things considered. It's very easy to get characters in this game. And I always got a lot of stuff just by doing the guaranteed 5-star in every banner. Sometimes I would get a 6-star with that. But this time I decided, no. I'm actually gonna try and go for the 300. So yeah, this will be a first for me. Alright. Average 32 pulls per 6-star or so. Yeah, it's... I mean, keep in mind, many years ago, I used to play FGO, right? And FGO rates, they're not the best, right? They're really not the best. So, you know, after that, going into Arknights, it was night and day. It was completely night and day, because the Arknights rates, compared to FGO, are amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, even though I'm a free-to-play, I got a lot of characters in my account. I mean, I can show you guys. I got quite a lot of characters as a free-to-play. You know, quite a lot of 6-stars. Also, don't mind the few random characters that are trained. I like to do a fun thing in this game where I just randomize the next character I'm gonna train. So that's why I have a lot of non-meta characters trained. And then I bring them into IS just for fun. You know, it's a lot of fun. That's why Blaze is here, trained, the Igniting Spark. Or let's see, random 5-stars being trained Mint. It's just because she got randomized, and I was like, yeah, I randomized her, so I'm gonna train her now. It's a fun thing I like to do, just for fun. And then I actually try and make them work somehow. But yeah, I'll show you that after the pulls maybe. Actually, and ironically, Blaze Alter, despite not being great, if you do want to min-max burn damage, she's mandatory. Yeah, actually, she's not that bad. I get it, she's not the best, but you know, I've gotten some use out of her. She's been fun. I got quite a lot. I don't have you, but still, skill 2 works pretty well. That's kind of the one I always use. You know, I am 3 skill 2, because that's the one that you can use without you. It works fine, actually. There are some occasional uses where, you know, her range shifting to being an AoE around her actually ends up being pretty useful compared to all the other casters that I have. Because the casters that I have trained are you know, Aya has always carried me for years now. Keep in mind, I stopped playing Arknights for 3 years. So there is a gap, a huge gap in my knowledge and how much the game has evolved. That's why I don't have that many modules. Because to give you guys some perspective, where is it? To give you guys some perspective, this is a good way to tell you guys. So, I started playing Arknights around here. Operational Intelligence, in the first year. So, very early on in the game's release was when I started playing Arknights. And then I played Arknights all the way until let's see, where is it? Yeah, until here. Until here. Ancient Forge. And this event burnt me out. It was this event plus the Rainbow Six Siege collab event. Those events were so hard they burnt me out. So after this, I stopped playing Arknights all the way... Oh, wait. Then I came back for the Near Light event. Because I like the Casimirs, so... I came back just for the Near Light event, and then I stopped playing once again. And then I only came back to play Arknights recently. When was it? When was it? I only came back here with a Vina Victoria event because Siege is my favorite character in the game. So that's why. There was like 3 years that I didn't play the game. So, it's been cool. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed. I feel like the game has improved a lot since I stopped playing. A lot of the complaints that I had with the game actually got fixed, which is like the first time I see that happen with a gacha game. You know? Like, there's like a lot of like optional content that you can do without needing sanity. There's like the events are easier to farm because you can just do it automatically. And today, apparently, they added a function where you can just do like multiple runs over a stage with just one run, which is like, wow, that saves even more time. So, and they've added more stuff that's been pretty cool. So honestly, like, I'm really impressed. This is the first time a gacha game actually implements a lot of the things that I've been like wanting them to implement. I'm very impressed. And again, all the event stages are now, you can just do them. All the event stages that I missed, I can just do them right now. Which is amazing. I mean, some of them not really. Like these ones, I'm gonna have to wait for the rerun, right? But that's fine. Like, they're gonna be available, right? At some point. Which is awesome, because like each event stage has like so many cool stages to do. I always wanted them to be like permanent content, and they actually added that. That's so cool. So yeah, that's like something I've been wanting them to add in a lot of gacha games in the past. But I'm no longer an avid gacha game player like I used to be. Like many years ago, I used to play gacha games quite avidly. I used to play Fire Emblem Heroes, Fate Grand Order, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, and a bunch of others that I'm not remembering right now. But I no longer play all those gachas. Basically, I just stick to Arknights now, just because I'm very invested in the lore and the world of Arknights. So, Arknights is kind of my exception. Other than that, I stay away from gacha in general. And I don't play optimally at all. But yeah, I like Arknights. I don't know if I'm gonna play Enfield, because I am particularly invested in the world itself of Terra, right? And since Enfield takes place in a different world, I'm not sure if I'm gonna play. We'll see when it comes out. But I'd rather not play another gacha. I'll just run the stick to Arknights and that's it. Anyways, now for what we're here for. We're here for the pulls. I don't do this too often, so let's see what I can get. Alright, let's start with the singles. I got a few singles. Let's do it. Here we go! Let us pray. This is like the perfect event to pray. Oh. 3-star. Disappointing. Alright. But this is just the first step though. Just the first step. Let's see what else we get here. And another 3-star. Alright. Let's get all the 3 stars out of the way first. All the 3 stars out of the way. Okay, 4-star. Improvement. Shirayuki, alright. Also, something else that's really cool. I don't have Ines. And Ines is right now in the shop, so by the end of this, I'm gonna get enough distinctions to just get Ines. Which is really nice. So really, the timing of this banner is just amazing. Alright, here we go, another single. Another single. Oh, it's 5-star. Let's see who is it. Maybe someone new? I missed a lot of ups from 3 years without playing the game, so... Hey, okay, that's the new 5-star. Nice, nice. Very good, very good. I don't know how good she is. I've only seen how the 6 stars plus the new welfare 6-star. I am ready to go full Laterano Knights from now on. Alright, alright. We got the guaranteed 5-star. Another 3. Midnight. Alright, alright. Here we go again. Another 3. Another Midnight. Hey, this is a Laterano event, not a Casdel event. I mean, actually, well, Midnight is not from Casdel, but he's a Sarkas, so, you know. He's a Casdel adjacent. 4-star.
I'm Scavenger.
Oh, here's Scavenger. Alright. Fun fact, Scavenger shares my birthday, the 22nd of August. Alright, 4-star. Did I have this guy? I think I did. Yeah, I think so. But I don't remember. 3. 3, 3, 3. Next! Another one! Another 3! It's fine. We'll scale late game. We'll scale late game. Another 3! Another Hansel! 3 more tickets left. Another 3. Okay, luck is not on our side just yet. But we scale late game, it's fine. 4-star, okay, that's an improvement. Myrtle, probably my most used character ever since she got into the game. Seriously, Myrtle is amazing. But anyone who plays Arknights already knows that. Hello, hello, hello! Gravel. Okay, that's all the tickets. All the tickets. That's like 13... No, plus the free single pull, that's 14 pulls so far. We got 1 5-star. Only. But that's fine. Now we'll go for the free 10 pull. Let's see what we get. Myrtle is the most used character for everybody. Yeah, pretty much. She's just too good. The most used character in the game, period. And it's not even close from what I think. Yeah, it's just she's really good. She's just really, really good. Really accessible. Oh, wait, there's a 6 here? There's a 6 here? This could be it. Is it a spook? Is it a rate up? Well, let us see. What will it be? What will it be? Are our prayers gonna be answered? Are our prayers gonna be answered? Oh, there's 2 5-stars as well. Myrtle.
You must be the doctor.
Alright. Next. Moose. I use Moose sometimes actually. She's nice. She's a pretty nice 4-star. Next. 3-star.
Captain of Reserve
Orchid.
Team A6.
Alright.
Orchid reporting in.
Sometimes I use her in IS. Catapult. The one that speaks really long. Oh, here we go. Let me win. Hey! Nice. Nice, 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 nice. I actually do like Lemuel. This is nice. That's also the thing they did. They sped up the chat. Yeah, they did. I heard it was because of Catapult. Because Catapult talks for so long that they added like the function to speed up like the recruitment process. You don't have to wait for Catapult yapping all the time. Yep. Nice. I got Lemuel. She's cool. I like the Laterano characters, so I'd like ideally to get them all. My goal is to spark for Wis'adel. However, I've been considering, well, Virtuosa is also there. And I like Virtuosa a lot. I don't have her. I need to really decide if I'm really gonna go for Wis'adel or for Virtuosa. As for Exia, I've heard that if you get 300 pulls, you get a free Exia just straight up without even needing to spark for her. So I'm not really too concerned about Exia. But Virtuosa though, we'll see. One of the two in the 300, yeah. If we manage to get like a spook of either Virtuosa or Wis'adel, then we can just spark for the other one. There's also Texas, but I just like Virtuosa more than Texas. Okay, nice. We got Lemmy one. 3-star. Hibiscus. Speaking about Wing and Shu, I think the next banner that I'm probably gonna be saving for is gonna be whatever Sway sibling banner is next. Because I'd like to get Shu. Right? Yeah, Texas I think is definitely better, but Virtuosa though, she's so cool. I like her song a lot too. 4-star? I think from here on out it's all 4 stars and 3 stars. Yeah, there you go. We got Lemmy one. Nice. Nice. Very good. Very blessed. Okay, now we go for the Orendum. We got 68,800 Orendum. Let's make it count. Here comes the first 10 roll. Mineral. Only 4 stars. Alright. It's fine. Here comes the second 10 roll. There's a 5-star here. It's Grace Bearer. Only Grace Bearer. Damn, okay, that's not looking too good. Insert that gif of Doctor eating a blue bag here. Yeah. Alright. Here we go, another one. Oh, another mineral. Okay, just throw that bag. Throw the bag away. I'm not praying enough. We gotta pray. This is the Laterano event after all. We gotta pray. We gotta pray. Here comes another. Pray. Pray to the guns. Oh, 5. Ah. Okay, 2 of them. Almond and Grace Bearer. I think we're gonna get max potential Grace Bearer by the end of this, probably. Alright, another one. Oh! Who is it? Who might it be? Just one.
I'm Vanilla.
Alright.
Operator from Blacksteel.
What shall be coming here? Is it Exia? Is it a spook? Okay, Embriel is a good sign. She's from Laterano after all. And I do use Embriel actually. I like to use her. She's nice. She's cool. Now we got a second pink-haired global range Laterano girl. I'm guessing to be Ulpianos, hopefully not. I already got Ulpianos once. He was a spook even. When I came back into the game, I got spooked with both Moinar and Ulpianos, which to be fair, they're really nice characters to be spooked for, but I already got each of them. Fortunately, in Arknights, potentials are not really a big deal. Here we go. Mole size? Oh, wait, she's a limited character though. This is not bad. This is not bad. I didn't have her. You know. This is good. And guess what? She's voiced by my favorite voice actress ever, Yukari Tamura. So hey. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. Okay. That's fine. We'll take this. We take this. I'll take it. I'll very much take it. Next. What else? 5-star? 5-star. I don't have this 4-star over here. There's a 3.5-ish% chance of happening, yeah. And I think Musai's was also rate up, kind of, like the secondary rate up. I think she was. Another 5. Grace Bearer, yeah, we're gonna get max potential Grace Bearer, probably. Here we go. Grace better. Wis'adel, Virtuoso, and Mumu. Yeah. Wait, did I do my math right? Oh, another one. Maybe I didn't do my math right. Another one. Oh, right at the beginning. Hey! We got Exia. Nice. We got the rate up limited. We got Exia. Nice, nice. Very good. Alrighty. We got probably the best character in the game now. We just need Wis'adel. I may have done my math wrong on the pull. Wait, no, I still have the Arknight Prime pull. I completely forgot about that. I still got the Arknight Primes. Like, I forgot about that. Sorry, I don't pull very often, so I'm not used to like the Arknight Prime. I'm just looking at your random right now. Yeah, your random is almost over, but I still got like 539 Arknight Prime. So yeah, never mind. We're gonna still be able to pull more. So that means do we get a guaranteed my Virtuosa at the end? Because technically we're gonna go all the way to 300, but we already got one Exia, so we'll see. This is a completely new experience for me. Alright, now I'll go for Wis'adel for sure. Have you already looked for the skins? There is one skin I want, but I'm probably gonna have to gather like Arknight, because I only have enough for 300 pulls. There is one skin I want from the shop. It's the Knurl altar one, because I really like Knurl. I use Knurl a lot. Knurl has gotten me through a lot of really hard stages. I use her on skill 2. Skill 2 is so good. The utility of this skill is so good. I also got the module that makes skill 2 even better. So I really want the skin for Knurl. She's so nice to have. I think she's the best duelist guard in the game. She's been able to 1v1 so many bosses and elites and doesn't cost deployment limits, and that actually has been relevant so many times. Why play Umamusama when you can play with Knurl? Exactly, bro. I got all the Knurls. I love the Knurls. That's why I didn't miss any of the Knurl of the Kazimier's events. I got Knurl when she came out. I also managed to get Maria when she came out. Blemishine. I got spooked by Moinar months ago, and I would like to train. Oh yeah, I also got the original Knurl trained. Where is she? There you go. I also got the original one too, because she actually is pretty good for a 5-star. Pretty decent. Helps me a lot, especially in IS. And now I just need to finish training with Slash, and I'll get all the Knurls E2'd. I love the Knurls. The Knurls are awesome. Love them. Alright, here we go. Another one. 5-star. I don't have that one. That's a new 5-star. I have no idea who she is. Where is... Okay, I can see her name. Don't you have the uncle? Oh, yeah, I got spooked by Moinar when I was rolling for Vina Victoria months ago. It was a nice spook. He's helped me here and there. Alright, here comes the Arknight Prime rolls. 5-star. Another Grace Bearer. Alrighty. Another one. Okay. Let's pray for Virtuosa. Because if we get Virtuosa, I can then just spark for Wis'adel. Another Grace Bearer. Yeah, we only get single 5-stars. It's fine. I can't complain. I already got like all the rate ups. Let's not complain. Let's be grateful for the good luck we've been having. Some people, they spend like thousands upon thousands of a random and they don't get what they want. Especially keep in mind I come from a FGO background. I should know what true hell means. Let us be grateful and pray. Let us pray. Yeah, this is already a win. Before 200 pulls, yeah. Let us be grateful of the nice fortune that I'm getting. Because I don't get this often. I tend to be pretty unlucky. Oh! Oh, that's a 6-star. That's a 6. And 2 5-stars. Alright. What are we getting? Grace Bearer? Alrighty. What else? What else we get? Windscoot. Is that the new 5-star I didn't have? Nice, nice, nice. That was a Jabate bag, yeah. Surprise 6-star. Another Grace Bearer. Yeah, she's absolutely max potential. Yeah, look at it. The duplicates already say +8. Alrighty. Let us pray. What's the thing? I don't know how to say the prayer. That very common prayer that you have in Christianity. I only know the Portuguese version. Because that was the one I was taught when I was a kid. Another Lemmy one. Hey. Alrighty. Cool. We got potential 1, Lemmy 1. Nice. Next. Here we go. Oh! Oh! Another one! So soon! So fast! What is coming? I smell... What is that smell? It smells like... cinders. It smells like cinders. Wis'adel, is that you? Is that you? Back to back, that's pretty rare for me. Here she is. Show yourself! Oh, never mind, it's Exia. Never mind, what I was smelling was not cinders, it was apple pie. Potential 1 Exia, nice. I don't know how good the potentials are on her, because I usually do not check at all. But hey, 2 Exias. Can't complain about that. Can't complain about that. Seems like I mistook apple pie for cinders. Maybe what I was smelling was gunpowder. Why is GP server still not open? Oh, it's not? I thought all the servers opened up at the same time. 3 5s. Grace Bearer, and Almond. Apple Pie first potential is usually -1 DP. That can be pretty useful, honestly. I tried to pull for Exia, but got Lumen in the first 10 pull. Lemuel in the first 10 pull, and then Stainless, and then Wis'adel overall, everything in 80 pulls except Exia. Down. That, all those in 80 pulls is not bad though. Wis'adel, if you didn't have Wis'adel, that's a pretty good pull. Let's see. I'm hoping for Wis'adel, because I don't have her. I didn't play Arknights by the time she came out. Well, I played Arknight, it's just that was during my 3-year-long hiatus of the game. Okay, all 4s. Here we go again. Another 5. Grace Bearer. It's fine, all of these distinctions are going to fund us getting Ines, because I don't have Ines. And then whatever is left over I can just save for the future. Because there's a lot of 6 stars I do not have. Especially the ones in the Colonel banner, because I don't really roll in the Colonel banner. Alright. Here we go. Another. Oh! Here we go! We got another chance! Let us pray. Let us pray. Okay, I don't know how to say the prayer in Latin, which is what I wanted to say. But since I don't know it in Latin, I guess I'll go with the Portuguese version. Here we go. Em nome do Pai, do Filho, do Espírito Santo. Amen. Wait, but if I pray, I'm just gonna get Exi again. And Lemuel, that's not... If I wanna go for Wis'adel, I should probably go for like the opposite of a Christian prayer, right? What is the opposite of a Christian prayer? I don't know. This is completely outside of my realm of expertise. Should we listen to death metal? Like black metal? The matter raged on and on, fueled by the venom of hatred for me. Yep, there we go. We got Exi again, see? This is because of the prayer. We can't pray, because if we pray, we're gonna get Exia. We're gonna get Laterano operators if we pray. That's potential 2 Exia. Sutra, no, Sutra won't work. It needs to be... We probably need to sing like black metal. Wait, but if I sing black metal, I'm probably gonna get like copyright struck or something. Let's not do that. I was gonna sing like Dimu Borgir. Let's not go with that. I don't have Wis'adel either, and I'm actually a pretty new player. I would say a very, very interesting game, thanks to reading my message. Hey, no problem. Wis'adel is really, really good. It's kind of arguable which one is the better one between like Wis'adel and Exia. I think the consensus is that Wis'adel is like better for like overall easy general well, not easy, but like general usage. Wis'adel is like easier to use, plug and play, blows everything up under the sun. And I think Exia, from what I've heard, is a more advanced character that rewards more game knowledge. But both of them are like really good, and it's kind of arguable which one you end up deciding on who's the best. So yeah, we do need the Sarkaz energy indeed. Wait, but if we pray, surely we should be able to get Virtuosa as well, right? Virtuosa is also completely fine. She's from Laterano as well. I want Exia, man. I don't know if I will ever get her. I'm a free-to-play. You can get her. So you can basically do the same strategy that I'm doing right now. Basically, I am a completely free-to-play player as well. And you can look up like future banners, right? You can like wait for another limited banner. And you try to save up 300 rolls. Since you are a new player, you have like a shit ton of content that you haven't done yet. Both from the main story and from event stages, right? And you can gather like all the Arknight Prime that you get from all those stages. And you can also like save up from, for example, monthly or random from annihilations and all that, right? You can easily like save up 300 rolls, right? And in the next limited banner, specifically it needs to be a limited banner with these operators, because there are different limited banners. There's like, you have summer limited banners, you have like New Year's limited banners, and then you have the standard limited banners. You basically save for the standard limited banners, you know, the ones with Exia, Wis'adel and all that, right? And basically you roll 300 times, and then you go to the shop and use the currency that you get to get Wis'adel straight up, which is basically what I'm doing right now. I saved up 300 rolls. I've been saving them up since the Siege, the Vina Victoria event, which was like months ago. So I was able to get everything within a year. Right? The year isn't even over, and I was able to get everything in like just a few months. Because I didn't have a lot of content done, right? Because I didn't play for 3 years, so I was able to just farm a bunch of event stages from previous events. And so as a free-to-play, in this game you can actually get like the limited character you want pretty easily. So next time, you have like, you basically look up all the banners that are coming up and see which ones are gonna have Exia in the shop, right? And you just save for that. You save 300 rolls, free to play 300 rolls, until Exia comes back in the shop, and you can get her guaranteed. As a free to play player. It's actually not that difficult. I'm probably gonna do this method once again, because I'd like to get Shu. I don't have Shu, so I'm probably gonna save up 300 rolls until we get like a Sway sibling limited banner, and I'll get Shu. That's the plan. So I'm probably gonna skip the Ave Mujica collab banner. I'm probably gonna also skip the Hoshiguma summer banner. You gotta make decisions. At this rate, will we get full potential? We'll see. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think my luck, you know, it was gonna enable me for that. But there's always that option. You never know. You know. I mean, if I continue praying, maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'm gonna continue praying, because honestly, if I get Virtuosa, that's just as good as getting Wis'adel, because then I can just spark. Okay, full 4. Okay, it's fine. We spent our luck in the previous one. That girl with the twin tails is Russian? I don't know. Wait, are you talking about Grace Bearer, the 5-star? Because I'm not sure, but there are quite a lot of them. There are quite. Oh, Gummy, yeah, Gummy. If you mean Gummy, then yes. Gummy is from the Ursa's Empire. She's Russian. Here, there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot of Russian operators, you could say. A lot of them tend to be bears because everyone in Ursus is Russian. Most of them. Most of them are bears. Yeah, the 4-star, yeah, Gummy. She is. And they're notoriously racist. Again, especially, and very, very harsh towards the infected. Very harsh. Let's see. I got quite a few trained. Let's see, who from Ursus do I have trained? From Ursus. There you go, I got Absinthe. She's Russian. She's Russian. I think her real name. I think she was named after a real life person, but I forgot. Her real name is not here. I forgot what her real name is. Absinthe is just her code name, but her real name is something else. I forgot. Let's see. Helliger is also from Ursus, but he's not a bear. He's a hypergriff. The hypergriffs were who used to rule Ursus before the old bears revolted against the hypergriffs. Basically, you know what that is a reference of. They're all bears, yeah, kinda accurate, exactly. They're all bears. Let's see. Who else do we have? I also did train Gummy. Where is she? I do have Gummy trained. She's not here, but I do have her at E2. Gummy, 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 Gummy. Gummy, where is she? I'm blind. I can't find her. But she's somewhere around here. It's fine, I'll show you guys what I've trained like later, after the pulls. For now we'll continue the pulls. Alrighty. Yeah, you're right, getting limited is way easy in this game. Genshin is probably the hardest for getting limited, because you definitely need to skip characters. I would try your strategy, thank you. Yeah, it's much easier in this game. In my opinion, I think Arknights is probably, in terms of like pure like design in the way that the game is and all that, I think Arknights is probably one of the better gacha games that you have out there. It's very easy, it's very enjoyable, even as a free-to-play. I've only spent money once in Arknights. It was many years ago, whenever there was a WWF like charity pack in the shop. It was 99 cents. It was 99 cents and it went for charity. That was the only time I ever spent money in Arknights. So like, even as a free-to-play, I've managed to get like so many characters, like so many 6 stars. And keep in mind again, I didn't play this game for 3 years. So for 3 years without playing, I think I have a pretty good account as a free-to-play. Supa is disappointed you didn't max out your Gummy. No, I did not max out my Gummy. No. But hey, she is M3. She's M3. That's not bad. I didn't max her out, but it's not bad. Supa at least needs to give me that. Oh, there she is. Found her. See? I got her skill 1 maxed out. No module though. Sorry. I simp for Siege more. Well, I do say I simp for Siege more, but I don't have her maxed out either. The only ones I have maxed out are Ulpianos. Well, Ulpianos is the only one I got completely maxed out in terms of like M3, skill 2 M3, and the module at level 3. I really like his skill 2. I know skill 3 is really fun, but I find more usage for skill 2 as a lane holder. It's just really strong. This guy trivializes entire stages. He trivializes entire stages. It's insane. And because of that, I also decided to train Gladia. Which, you know, because she makes Ulpianos even stronger. So yeah. His HP scaling is just dumb, yeah. There's so many stages that he just trivializes. It's insane. Especially in IS. There's like, for example, sometimes Poison Haze stages, he just doesn't care about that. You know, Dirty Water stages from like the Shu event, he doesn't care about that. He gets set on fire by like, I don't know, Pompeii, he doesn't care about that. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Alright, back to the pulse. Here we go. 5 stars. Let us pray for Virtuosa. The prayers work for Laterano operators. go again. Let us pray. Em nome do Pai, do Filho, do Espírito Santo. Amen. Let us get Virtuosa. Virtuosa. Oh, never mind. It's a 5. It's a 5. Wait, I don't have this character. Ashlock. That's a new 5-star. I didn't have her. Nice. I always welcome new characters, no matter who they are, because that means whenever I randomize another character to train, that's a new potential operator I could just randomize and then use in IS. Oh yeah, this is a 6, everyone. I can hear it. I can hear it. This is a 6. But who is it? Will we get the Virtuosa? Let us pray a little bit more. Alrighty. Show me what you have. Show me what the heavens have brought to me.
My name is Plume.
Pray for the Sarkaz supremacy. Let's go. Well, maybe I should have played more Battle Brothers, you know, to get the mercenary experience. That's 2 Laterano operate. I don't think we're gonna get Wis'adel here. But wait, it's fine. We can still get Virtuosa if it's a Laterano operator. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Let me win again. Alright. Maybe praying is too effective. Maybe prayer is too effective. Too effective, the prayers. For this banner. Well, now you know, if you haven't done your rolls yet, try and pray. Maybe it works. Maybe it works for like Lemuel. Or Exia. And that's a 5. Alrighty. No Virtuosa for us. That's alright. I think that's it. Right? Is that all? Right, I don't have it. No, I need to do singles now. You have more Lemuel, yeah. Then she has functional legs. Yeah, Grace Bearer. We have to go for singles. We have almost enough for 300. Singles, that's a 4-star. So we're gonna have to choose Wis'adel or Virtuosa. Which one should I go for? Wis'adel trivializes more stages. And she's really, really strong. But at the same time, Virtuosa, I prefer Virtuosa as a waifu. To be fair, Virtuosa has been also very nice in some stages. Especially in the previous like contingency contract. Virtuosa was really nice. But I can always use support unit, I suppose. I'll use Wis'adel much more so. Virtuosa does have that style, she does. Then again, same thing, I can always use like Wis'adel from like Okay, that's it. We've reached the end of our pulse. Oh, I can get a free Exi after all. Okay, but wait. I don't want to make a mistake, so let me decide here. Okay. So we managed to get Mulsize though. That's a win. I didn't have her. We also have all these other operators here. I have Rosmontis. She spooked me once. I got Neural Alter. I managed to get her in the banner when she came out. And now we got Mulsize. But let's see, between Virtuosa and Wis'adel, which one should I go for? Wis'adel is the best unit. Straight up. The better unit. But I do like Virtuosa, and since I have so many Laterano operators, the Laterano synergy with Lemuel works really well now. Let's see, objectively, Wis'adel is the best choice. But my heart kinda screams for Virtuosa though. The more I think about it, the more I want Virtuosa. What should I go for? Should I follow my brains or my heart? This is difficult. This is very difficult. I guess I could always like spark for Wis'adel in the future. This is difficult. What to go for? What to go for? What do you guys think? I'm open for suggestions. Maybe I should probably still go for Wis'adel. Again, there's always like the support unit function if I need Virtuosa. Follow your wrong head? The lower head? Virtuosa is the older unit. True. So, in that sense, you're right. She's gonna become cheaper with the passing of time. You're right. She's gonna be cheaper faster. That is a very good point. It probably will take some time until then, but it is objectively factual. She will become cheaper much faster if it comes down to that. Or I could just skip Shu and just save up for another banner to get Virtuosa, which honestly is fine because, you know, I want Shu, but I also am fine without Shu. So maybe I will save for Virtuosa instead. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'll go for Wis'adel. No regrets. Wis'adel it is. There we go. Wis'adel.
サインはここで合ってるわよね。殿下がこの名前は居場所を願うものだって教えてくれたけど、私は願い事ってしない主義なの。は？
Very nice.
汚い？あんたなんかに言われたくないけど。
It's fine, I can't judge. My handwriting sucks as well. Nice! We got Wis'adel! Okay, so I can still get the free... Yeah, I can still get the free Exia. Okay, nice, we got another one. Also, Dr. Tesla in Honkai. Also, very air-tempered personality. Nice, so how many X's is that? I forgot, but before I do that, let's get another one. Yeah, let's just get Ines. Because I don't have Ines. And that's Ines. All the meta characters right now. All the meta characters. All of them. My resources are gonna be completely spent after I E2 all these operators. Like, all these 4 million random that I have are gonna be gone. Also, damn, I've never had so many commendations in my life. What is that? And I can get even more. Holy shit. Building that sarcasm group. Where's your holder? I don't have him. I don't have him. Personally, I don't like the base skin. I'm going to get the skin. I was thinking about that. Hello again, good luck. I had luck. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, you know, I could use all these to get other things here, but I think I'll just save all these distinctions for another 6-star that I might not have in the future. As for the commendations, we can go wild on it. We can just go wild. Damn, this is a first. I've never had so much currency ever in my life. Alrighty. Let's see potentials. Let's see, we get extra potential for Indigo, which is nice. I use her in IS a lot, so this is really nice. Max potential Indigo. Perfect. Improves talent. That one is huge. Her crowd control is going to become much more consistent now. That's really, really nice. Never played Arknights before. My gacha game are really old, like Granblue. Arknights is a fun game. I don't play a lot of the gacha games I used to play in the past. I did go through like a fallout with a lot of the gacha games I used to play. I used to play like multiple ones like years ago. And then I had like a breakup from gacha games, you could say. But I came back. I came back to Arknights because, number one, I'm really invested into the story and the lore of the game. And number two, honestly, I'm kind of impressed. The game has improved in many ways. That I used to criticize a lot of the stuff about the game, because that's something I do with a lot of gacha games. I criticize a lot of things about them. And of all the games I criticized, Arknights is the one that actually improved and implemented a lot of the things that I wanted them to implement. You know, things like adding past events as permanent content, you know, making it easier to grind, you know, because grinding is just a waste of time a lot of the time, so they just made that easier with like automatic runs, and now with the sweeps as well, you know, and now there's also a lot of like permanent content that is optional, that you don't even need stamina to do, like IS, reclamation algorithm and all that, which is something I always done, because I always thought it was like a big shame that a lot of gacha games, if you do not have any stamina, you cannot play the game and you just need to wait, and it's really annoying because sometimes you just feel like playing the game a lot, right? Sometimes you just feel like having like a long play session of the game, right? And if you don't have like stamina, you just cannot play, right? And so the fact that they added IS, you know, integrated strategies and reclamation algorithm, is something I love a lot. I have been playing so much IS, so much IS. And I also played quite a lot of reclamation algorithm so far. I am focusing more on IS, but I'm just really glad that, again, the game has improved in many ways that I wanted it to improve. So that's why I came back to Arknights. I mean, technically all gacha games are ass, but some are slightly less ass, like Arknights. Yeah, that's why I believe, like, when it comes to, like, gacha games, I do believe that Arknights is probably one of the best. Hello, Dream. Hello! Hello! All hail red hair. Did you get Exu Alter? Yeah, I managed to get her. I actually got more lucky than I usually get. I got multiples of her. It's the first time. I remember when I rolled for Taira no Kagekyo back in FGO, I had like a shit ton of rolls and I was barely getting any copies. So this is like a first for me to get this many copies in something. I guess the prayers really did work. For me, it's FGO JP. I still think it doesn't improve enough. Yeah. And you bring a good point, because FGO is probably, together with Arknights, FGO is probably the gacha game I've played the most throughout the years. You know, I've played so much of FGO over the years. So I have a lot of experience with it. I have a lot of experience with FGO, and the rates in FGO are not very good. And probably FGO is probably the game I have the most criticisms with, because I've been wanting them to implement so many things. So many things. A lot of the things that Arknights has implemented are things that I wanted FGO to also implement. And they have started implementing some, like, past events being, like, added as permanent content, but they're adding it in a very bad way. In a very bad way. In the sense that not all events get added, and then you still need, like, some insane currency to unlock it, which is very inaccessible to get, right? It's not so good, right? And you have like a shit ton of limited characters, and you cannot repeat like story stages, which is something I always wish they repeated. Like, I would love to repeat like boss fights from both events and like main story, and it was always like, again, permanent content, right? I'd love to do that, because that would like incentivize you to just train different teams and like test those teams against different things, right? So unless you are waiting for like the Nero Fest events, you'll never get to experience those boss fights again, which is a big shame. Yeah, because there are so many, like the challenge quests of FGO are so much fun. I love doing, you know, challenging content in FGO. The challenging content is a lot of fun. It's just that most of the game is farming and grinding, right? That's why I stopped playing the game, because I was basically farming to farm and not so much to do the challenging content. And this is why I'm like super happy about like all the improvements that Arknights has had since I came back, because like wow, all the stuff that I wanted them to implement, they implemented, and the game is a lot of fun. It's actually a lot of fun. Like my playstyle of training random characters and testing them out in different types of content, now I can do that because I have access to all the stages from all the events in the past, and also IS and all that, right? It's a lot of fun. Basically, it suits my playstyle of like training like every character under the sun and using them. I'm late to the scene, but I'm here now. Welcome, welcome. Quality of life in FGO really shit, money and skill mat really shit. Yeah. That's why I don't play FGO anymore. Well, I don't play any other gacha game other than Arknights anymore. So yeah, okay, Black Knight, potential 1. We got Ines for the first time, let's go! She's nice, she's a very meta character. I really enjoy the function of buying characters from the shop directly with distinctions. There are so many characters I have because of that function. Ayala was another one I got through that, like many years ago. I managed to get Ayala through the distinction shop. Plus others as well. Lemuel, we managed to get potential 2 Lemuel. That's pretty nice, that's -1 DP. Would be nice to have gotten the attack, but hey, I can't complain. The fact that I got it is already good enough. You know, getting her in the first place is already really good. So that's really nice. We got Wis'adel through the sparking system. That's pretty nice, pretty nice. We managed to get how many potentials for Exia? Potential 3 Exia. That's with the attack increase. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Because she has a skill 2, shoots really fast. So, in general, having a higher attack tends to be much better. I play far too many gacha games. There are a few I don't mind, but some drive me crazy. I found that Counterside, Blue Archive, and Girls Frontline 1 and 2 are really fair to free-to-play players. Yeah, those tend to be the ones I did enjoy the most as well. The ones that tend to be a bit more generous. Hello, fellow doctor. How did your pull did go? Pretty good. Honestly, it's a success. We achieved the goal. We got Exia, we got Lemiwan, we sparked for Wis'adel. We didn't get Virtuosa, but we got Mulsize as a spook. And I managed to get Ines from the shop, so yeah, this was really good. A successful pulling session. Probably my most successful one ever. I think I'm gonna do this again in the future. I'm gonna save up 300 rolls for another limited banner and probably pull Virtuosa from the sparking system whenever that comes out. I've always been the type that rolls like a 10 roll in every banner and doesn't usually care about saving up, but specific for Arknights. For other games I always saved up, but for Arknights I never saved up because the rates are so generous that you're bound to get like a lot of good stuff just by pulling normally, right? But ever since I stopped playing, they added like a lot of limited characters, far more than there used to be. So now I feel like waiting for limited banners and only pulling in limited banners might just be the strat to go for. So I think I'm gonna do this strat from now on. I'll just save up a bunch of currency, you know, random and, you know, free-to-play stuff, and just splurge in limited banners. I think that's gonna be my strat. These worked really, really well. Yeah. A Grand Blue, where you need 6-person for endgame rain. If one of you fail the mech, it's GG. It's turn-based gacha, by the way. Also, have damage check countdown. I'm not really a big fan of that. Yeah. I don't like DPS checks like that. Well, it's probably one of my biggest criticism whenever I played Genshin. Was, well, everything was like a DPS race. I've already claimed the free copy for 300 pulls. Yep. I got Wis'adel, because I didn't have her. Pre-Genshin Mihoyo was great too, and then Genshin happened and the greed set in. But isn't like I did play Honkai Star Rail for a little bit. Honkai Star Rail seemed to be like a bit better in terms of like how nice the game is to you compared to Genshin. From the banner, I mean, yeah, I got the copy. The free copy of Exia from the banner, yes. You got my luck. Could be. Hey, I'll take all the luck I can get. Plus the prayers. Monster broke my yellow rock bank. Oh. You know, I didn't pull from Monster. Because I was like, I already got Vina Victoria for like true damage. And Vina Victoria has helped me a lot of times. I did try it in Monster in IS, and yeah, I can see why people like Monster a lot. She's really, really good. Really versatile. I think that versatility is part of her strength as well. So yeah, in the future, I don't think I'm gonna pull for Monster in particular, but if I see her in the Distinction shop, she's definitely like an operator I'm definitely gonna buy from the shop using the distinctions. Honkai Star Rail is better than Genshin, but it's still far, far worse than Honkai Impact used to be. I only played Honkai Impact for a little bit. I played Honkai Impact 3rd when Mobius was added into the game. I just wanted Mobius. I installed the game for Mobius. I got Mobius using like all the free-to-play currency I could get, and then I stopped playing the game. I just played for Mobius. Mobius is top-tier waifu, you know. Top-tier waifu. Wuthering Waves isn't too bad. I just have crappy luck at times. I haven't played it. Again, since then, I haven't played any of the modern gacha games anymore, because it's post my fallout with gacha games. But I've heard that the Wuthering Games is a bit better as well. Hinano play Honkai for hot dudes. Yep, that sounds like something Hinano would do, yep. She had a long talk about Aventurine with Benny. Yeah, that's something like Hinano would do. Aizawa as well, Aizawa Emma, would do something like that as well. In Honkai, as a minor spender, I caught up and got all the characters, which is not even close to realistic in Genshin or Star Rail. There's multiple ways of getting like characters in Honkai Star Rail, from what I can remember. Actually, wasn't there someone in Vispo that played Arknights? Or am I like confusing her with someone else? But I know Pakael, but Pakael is independent, but Pakael plays Arknights. But I swear there was someone else that also played Arknights that I'm forgetting about. Maybe it's not from Vispo, maybe it's from somewhere else. I started in year 2, so I had a 2-year gap to catch up on. Mobius do be peaky, yep. She's nice. Wuthering has like an 80 hard pity limit, so it isn't as bad as some that are like 150 or so. And then you have FGO that has like an insane, like what, 1,000 rolls pity? It's a terrible pity. So yeah, there you go. We got her. Let's see, Grace Bearer. We got max potential Grace Bearer. I have no idea how good she is. There we go. Because I didn't check her out. FGO pity, yeah. FGO pity is a meme. It's a meme. We got Ashlock for the first time. We got 1 copy of Fire Whistle. We got a copy of Proviso. We got a copy of Grain Buds. Wait, no, we got a few copies of Almond. Almond appeared a lot. There we go. We got how many copies of Humus? 2 copies of Humus. Some more Whole Life Talent play Arknights, but after that incident, they can't stream. You're right. I remember Fubuki, I think. Fubuki was one of them. She played Arknights. Because there was like a small like sponsored stream that Arknights had with Hololive. I remember that. Yeah, and there was more, but I'm forgetting. Who else was it? And, well, there are 2 Hololive members that today play Arknights. Three of them, actually. 3. One of them used to be a Hololive member, the other one is still an Arknights Hololive member. The one that plays Arknights and used to be part of Holo is Sana. Tsukumo Sana plays Arknights, is a big Arknights fan. Well, if you know about Sana, then you guys know that she's a big Arknights fan. Very big. She's a very proud mother, you could say. A very, very proud mother. Very, very proud mother. Where is it? Where is it? Where is he? Damn it. What is it? I can find him. There we go. Very, very proud. Very proud mother. Very, 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 very proud. You guys know. She's very, very proud. Anyways, let's see. Who else plays Arknights in Hololive? It's Ina. And it's Kiara. Kiara and Ina also play. Yeah, Ina plays Arknights too. She also does play. I don't know which character she likes because I remember that Kiara and Ina had like a tier list stream early on in the days of Holomyth where they talked about like their favorite like Arknights characters. I don't remember which ones were Ina. But you know, surely there's gotta be a few that are gonna be her favorites. Surely. You know. Anyways. Nami says soft armpits. Yes, she does. That new archetype, Primal Guard. Oh yeah, speaking about Primal Guards. When Tallulah becomes playable, she's absolutely gonna become a Primal Guard, right? They're gonna do that. She's gonna be a Primal Guard with a burning effect, right? She has to. She absolutely has to. Alright, I missed the Holo ship girls in Azure Lane, but I got the Hololive skins for Counterside, so I have Irons and Myth running around wiping out threats to humanity. Yeah, there were quite a few Hololive members that were part of the Azure Lane collab. I remember Sora, Matsuri, Mio, Fubuki, Aqua, Ayame. I'm forgetting. I think wasn't there more? I think there was 6 or 7. I'm not remembering. I think there were a few more. Yeah, you got the point. I can't wait Tallulah be playable, then Closure playable. Yeah, I want Closure to be playable, bro. The moment I feel like they absolutely are gonna make Closure a limited character. Like, she absolutely is going to be a limited character, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they'll be generous, right? But bro, Closure is a character that I am actually willing to, you know, even if she's not limited, to completely save up a bunch of pulls just to pull for Closure. I've been wanting Closure to be playable in so long, in so long. How many rolls you need for pity in Arknights? So you need technically for hard pity, you need 300 pulls, which is what I did today. You can get 300 pulls. You go to the shop and you can trade those pulls for any character from that limited banner, right? But there is also like a pity before that, a pity for specifically getting a 6-star. But I don't know the details, but I think there is another pity that you can get. But I'm forgetting. Depends, 300 is the norm, but sometimes there's 150 and 120, yeah. Yeah, but that's like hard pity, because again, Arknights rates are pretty good. So you needing that hard pity is very rare. Because again, the rates are just much better. I mean, you saw me, I got like multiple copies of like the rate up 6-star, and honestly, even in past banners, whenever I had like only like 50 rolls or something, in general I would manage to get what I wanted, and I never got lucky on things, you know. In a lot of games, in a lot of gacha games, I tend to be very unlucky, especially in FGO. So someone of average luck like me, I still manage to, like, in general, get the 6 stars that I want. Usually, not always. There are banners that I very much wasn't able to get what I wanted, but with some smart, like, rolling, you can essentially get what you need. And you'll likely not need pity in most cases. I remember watching a clip that somehow live iPad crashed, and there was Arknights icon on desktop. Unfortunately, I don't remember who that was. That doesn't... yeah, that doesn't ring a bell to me. Like Granbull. I'd never played Granbull, so I can't really confirm. Aqua Fubuki Mios, Ayame Sora, Matsuri, Shion. Okay, I was forgetting Shion. Yeah. They were the ones that got ship girls. Can you add me? Yeah, you guys can add me. And I'll accept your guys' friend requests. Here, my ID and everything is here. I think that's how it works, right? You guys can add me, and I'll accept all of you guys. You know, getting some more base functions, more clues. This is the name that I use in a lot of games that I play. So you guys can just add me if you guys want. After the stream, I'll accept all you guys' requests. Cause I remember that because I didn't play for a long time, a lot of the people that I used to have in the friends, right, unadded me, so I don't get as many clues these days. So it's always nice to get more. I probably have like a lot of slots open, so it's all good. You can also play with just welfare ops, or giving 10 pulls for the guaranteed ones. Yep. Like, here's the thing. In Arknights, every event comes with a welfare, right? You can play every single event in the past and get the welfare characters that come from them. For example, in Stultilfera Navis... oh, I already got her. But you get like a 6-star welfare character. In fact, the current event we're having right now also has a welfare 6-star that is really good as well. There are quite a lot of really good ones. Let's see... I don't remember more, but there's more. You always get more, like you come here... wait, no. Where is it? Yeah, for example, you haven't played this event to maximum. You come here, you do every single stage in the event, boom, you get a free welfare character that came with that event. Minimalist, for example, in this case. Right? So this is how you can get, like, past welfare events for events that you missed. Welfare characters. It's a really nice system. Now, you always need to wait for the rerun. For example, I didn't do Path of Life when it came out, so now I need to wait for the rerun to be able to get the operator. But for example, if I were to miss the rerun, that's fine, because the rerun would be permanent content, basically, after that. But eventually, after 1 year, every single character becomes permanent. Every welfare, every event. If you didn't experience the story, you can still view the story, though. Which is really nice. So you don't miss out on the lore itself. Which is really nice. Which, cough cough, you could learn a thing or two, Genshin. So yeah. Sadly, my laptop doesn't run Arknights. I play on emulator, because I don't usually have like games on my phone. Because usually whenever I go outside with my phone, I just listen to music. So I prefer to play on like emulator. So I'm really hoping that eventually, Arknights considers like a Steam release. Because I will play on Steam if they do that. Like, absolutely. I would love a Steam release. For some reason, it just won't run it. I don't know what could be the cause for that. I really hope we get like a Steam release. Such is the joy of our reunion was a wild banner. You was so limited, was a limited operator that I got him maxed out, and I only got one blaze. What? Damn, you got the reverse that a lot of people got. A lot of people had the reverse of that. They wanted you and got like 1,000,000 blazes. I got blaze from that one. I was still like rolling in every banner. Most of whole life play Grand Blue, but they give up after the Lucilius raid come. GG biggest standoff on Simp. Also give up, even that his main enemy at the time, Lucilius, needs 6 player with different elements. Kinda wild. I never played Grand Blue, so like the concept of a raid is kinda interesting though, not gonna lie. Like the closest to a raid that I remember is like the raids that you used to have like in a FGO. But those were kinda different. This event has a Mecha Grandpa, yeah. I've heard he's really good. He's a really good unit. He's a welfare character, he's really, really good. Let's see, we got max potential, Chestnut, look at that. One. There we go. And yeah, I already had Verdant. So that's like max potential Verdant as well. So if I ever randomize him, he's a unit that now I can use at a higher level, you could say. Let's see, does that mean all the things that I got maximum? Yeah, I can get more currency from it now. That's great. Perfect. More distinctions for me. Lucilia's mech needs 6 element at all. Plus, all characters in your team need to be different race. Plus, if that room has 6 character, death equals lose. It's looking like a WoW raid now. I mean, to be fair, Genshin doesn't have lore worth visiting, unlike Arknights, which has peak. To be fair, well, when I played Genshin, I remember there was these events that was really nice about Albedo, right? Albedo is like a character, a 5-star character in the game, an alchemist, and you had this lore event about him, and I remember that lore event was really good. Like, it was very important lore about him, to the point where, but it never rerun, right? Because there are no reruns in Genshin, right? So if you miss the lore, you miss it forever. And I always thought it was such a big shame, right? Because damn, the people that missed that Albedo event are never gonna get the Albedo lore. I think they should still like add it for the people that like the lore. Would be really nice. Same thing with FGO, honestly. I think every single gacha game should have something like that. But yeah, but I do really enjoy Arknights lore. It's really awesome. So Genshin doesn't need such a function. Genshin lore equals sorry Mario, your princess in another castle. Kinda actually. Now that you say that, you're right. Yeah, that is true because the main character is trying to look for their sibling, right? But the sibling is never there, right? So they need to go for different regions to get their sibling, find their sibling. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry Mario, your princess in another castle. Yeah, you're right. I might see about playing Girls from Twine 2 in the channel or the Discord sometime. I've been trying to stream a little, so someone might be interested. Yeah, I'm going to create a channel, a dedicated channel in the Discord server for community creations. So I'm going to merge the Great Library plus the film studio into one and all of you guys' community creations can go there. Be it like writing, art, you know, streams, videos, doesn't matter. You guys can put your stuff, your creations there. I just need to merge those two rooms now. That's all I have to do. A fellow VTuber that I watch, Misaki Nagi, suffered the same fate as mine with you and Blaze. Granville Raid is real-time turn-based multiplayer. Help fight one boss in that room. So yeah, then it is kinda... If I were to give it a comparison, it's kinda like the Pokemon raids then. If you don't mind, show friend code in profile so I can add you. Let's see. Here we go. It's the ID. Oh, I already got some over here. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. You guys can add me. My ID is here. My code is here. So you guys can add me. But yeah. That means the writing creations might spam out HTE art. Just by nature of the writing be lots of words. So words should be probably stay separate. In the case of writing, if you guys like have some other platform where you guys can like write, you guys can like put a link to that platform. For example, imagine you guys write on Wattpad and you publish like your stuff on Wattpad or any other like writing website you have there. And if you guys want to share that writing, you guys could instead like put a link to the place where you guys post into the writing channel. So in that way, it doesn't end up being like a big message, and anyone interested can just go there, click the link, and read, for example, the Wattpad page. I remember I did use Wattpad for a little while, because I had like this story that I was like writing for fun. I don't write it anymore on Wattpad. I had like 3 chapters, 2 or 3, but I decided, you know what? I actually want to write a story with this, so I'm probably gonna like write it on my own fully, because there are things I want to change in the story, including the first chapters that I wrote. Yeah, there's some changes. The chapter 3 that I'd written got completely changed, for example, so I ended up removing it. Oh yeah, after stream I'll be accepting anyone else as well that does the friend request. Yeah, actually like the character building in Genshin. I mean, I tend to defend it perhaps a little too much with how much people hate it, but its world is really neat. I actually did enjoy it, honestly. I actually did enjoy the Genshin world. I mean, you know, in the past, in the channel, I wanted to like have a series in the channel where I would just read and narrate like stories and books that you find throughout, you know, Genshin. Though, you know, I wanted to make it like an expedition kind, but I ended up not doing it. It wasn't doing too well, and for some reason the Genshin subreddit was always like removing the posts, so I was like, nah, never mind. And Send Hope got it right. Yeah, I think so. I've been spoiled by the peak that is Honkai Impact, so nothing can compare. I loved Inazuma. That was my favorite region. I like Inazuma because it's like Japanese inspired. I love Japanese culture, right? I love Japanese culture, and I especially love Japanese history. I love samurai, right? I mean, anyone that knows me already knows that I love samurai. I'm obsessed with samurai. I know the history of the Sengoku Jidai like by heart, right? So, you know, I had a lot of expectations for Inazuma, which, you know, Inazuma, you know, is inspired by, you know, Japanese history and all that. So I was like, I expect a bit more out of it. So, but the entire civil war in Inazuma was a bit, I don't know, man. I had higher expectations for the civil war. I felt like we were gonna be part of a war much more than what we ended up being part of in it. Because, like, the Traveler ends up becoming part of the rebellion, right? And then there's a time skip, and you're already, like, a big deal in the rebellion, and then suddenly a few things happen and it's over, right? I was like, no, I want to actually fight battles, you know? Like, more. I want to see, like, an actual war story and a war drama. But maybe I just had higher expectations, because, again, I am a big fan of, like, any kind of game relating to the Sengoku period, right? You know, Nobunaga's ambition and all that. So, yeah, pulls are over, yeah, we pulled everything. All 300. So that's why I guess it ended up not being what I wanted. Yeah. But still though, I still enjoyed it for like the samurai-inspired stuff. With how much I like Grand Blue, I still not recommend anyone to play it. Grand Blue is not a normal game, it's a freaking job right now. They give you 10,000 plus stamina potion and somehow all of that will be gone. Well, to be fair, I still stick by my opinion that, guys, if you want to play a good game, don't look for a gacha game to play, I still believe. But if you are going to play a gacha game, Arknight is probably one of the best ones. However, I would still advise don't play gacha games. I still advise that. Because gacha games, honestly, I believe that every single gacha game would be better if they weren't gacha. Arknights is no exception. Right? I think Arknights would be an even better game if it wasn't gacha. But, you know, as far as gacha games go, I do believe like Arknight is like one of the best ones. Yeah. So yeah. But I keep my opinion about gacha games. 100%. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. At least whatever Hoyo does, anyway, Arknights definitely compares and rivals it. Yeah, I think so. I think probably the biggest thing holding Arknights back, it's tower defense. Tower defense is a very niche. It's a very niche type of gameplay, a very niche genre. That said, I don't like tower defense either that much, and I actually do enjoy Arknights, to be fair. You can see Pekka thumbnail when she plays Grand Blue. She's had some collabs as well with some Nishi-Sanji JP members that also play Grand Blue. It's really nice to see. I really like it. I love to see like cross-agency collabs. They're a lot of fun. Alright, I was gonna show you guys like the characters I've trained before ending stream. So that's what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you guys the characters I have E2'd. Because I pretty much only use the E2 characters. I usually don't use the E1s. Eventually, they'll see use as I train them. Like Samurai, I don't have Akafuyu as assistants. True, I don't have her. In fact, I don't think I have her in general. So yeah, Ulpianos is the only character I have maxed out. Flexing has started. Hey, it's a free-to-play flex. Because I'm a free-to-play. And this is like, again, everything I have, guys, is acquired as a free-to-play player, also with a 3 years gap in play, hiatus in play, because I didn't play for 3 years. So if you guys play Arknights, and you guys, you know, potentially would like to have a good account, if you are free-to-play, don't worry. You guys can achieve a very good account without spending a single penny on the game. This is a very good, generous game, honestly. You can just get a bunch of stuff by just playing. So here's Ulpianos. I got him as a spook like months ago. And it's probably the best spook I ever had because like this guy's insane. This guy's absolutely insane. Carries me through so much content. Efeala, I never rolled for her. Instead, I got her in the distinction shop. You know, the currency that you get whenever you pull for stuff. I got her in the distinction shop. Very amazing character. She has been able to carry me through a lot of content. Amazing. Back then I used to use S3 the most. These days I believe S2 is the best. S2 is really useful to this day. Like that res shred is so useful. Whenever I saw how I've played gacha games, it freaking scares me with how much they spend on it. Like, yeah, I think Suisei, Fubuki, and there's more, but I think Suisei and Fubuki are like big whales for gacha. Okay, so Efeala, Kiera, I trained her to max because of when I came back to play Arknights again, there was like a free ticket that allowed me to max out a character, so I use it on Kiera because hey, I like her design, she's gorgeous. And you know what? I wanted to see what the Mecha Courtcaster would be like, and honestly, she's been helping me out a lot in IS. Silver Ash, super meta character from like OG, you know, year 1. I don't use him as much these days, but you know, it's still good. It's still Silver Ash, right? It's still good. You go swing and things die. I remember my strongest team on Genshin was all from Inazuma: Raiden, Shogun, Kokomi, Kazuha. I was gonna say Kuzuha. Kazuha and Ayaka. I had some pretty good characters as well. My favorite was Eula. Eula was my favorite character. I used Eula together with the Raiden Shogun. Whole life talent make absolute banks, so wailing for them is nothing. True, it's more viable for them to do it. Now if Ella S2 is like 95% of the times, time sure change, yep. These girls make ungodly amounts of money, and then meanwhile, Laplace just is always broke because she spends way too much money. Or like Marin, who gets broke because she spends a lot on her MVs. Or Muna, who makes herself broke on purpose so that she's always in debt with Cover Corp on purpose so that she never leaves. I mean, Vispo also have many exalted skin in League of Legends, so true. I mean, I remember some Vispo members, they bought the Faker limited skin. I think Hinano bought it. I think, I don't remember which ones though. My second strongest team was a joint task force from Liue and Mondstadt. Kuching, Fischl, Barbara, and Jean. I mean, that's pretty good. A lot of the 4 stars are pretty good, actually. I used Fischl quite a lot. And I actually think the Jean is actually underrated. But damn, I remember what characters I had. I had Ayaka as well, I think. But I forgot. I had the Elan as well. Everyone in Vispo who played Jinx have the exalted arcane skin. Yeah, so Ramuchi, for example. In Ramuchi's case, Ramuchi mains Jinx, so in her case, she does get a lot of use out of it. Bay is broke too, I remember Risu told the story about how she was struggling to eat and stuff, but then she got onto Holo, and now she's the one paying for all her family's meals. Yeah. Hololive is just the place. You get into Hololive, you made it. Hinano has the Faker Ari skin and the exalted Jinx skin. What? Hinano has it even though she hasn't played Jinx. Well, at least now Hinano has been playing like ADC. Well, she plays ADC. But she's been playing Sivir in LTK though. But yeah. I mean, well, as far as Vispo goes on, Hinano is probably one of the most like well-off ones, because she's the most popular one. So I guess Hinano has that possibility. She's almost at 1 million subs actually. It shouldn't take much longer. Anyways, so here's Thorns. So when I started playing the game again, they gave us like the free 6-star ticket. I chose Thorns because, you know, I already knew how amazing Thorns is, so, you know, he's been amazing since I got him. I really do recommend, if you play the game and you get yourself the SSR, the 6-star ticket, Thorns is an amazing character to get. This guy's gonna carry you for a long time. Don't get me wrong, early game is kinda weak, because his 2 skills are not very good. But once you E2 him, this skill is gonna carry you. He's really good. Here's Vina Victoria. In terms of lore, she's one of my favorite characters in the game. I love Siege. I always loved Siege. Siege was my first 6-star in the game, and even though she's probably one of the weakest 6-stars in the game, I still give her use. I still find use for her. Because sometimes there are stages that, you know, attack you with a lot of early game aggro, and I find that Siege is really strong because she's strong like a guard. Her stats are like strong enough to like hold the ground in ways that other Vanguards usually can't. So I like Vina. M3, her 3rd skill. A lot of people clown on the skill because it has a high SP cost, but honestly, I can use it like 2 times per stage, sometimes 3 or 4, depending on the stage. And I've gotten quite a lot of usage out of it. It's actually helped me a lot in the most recent contingency contract event. I needed some extra damage, and the chimeras were too strong, and I needed some extra like true damage, and she actually helped me with that. But this was really nice. Is she holding the goddamn holy hand grenade? Yeah, the holy hand grenade of Antioch. Yeah, it's a reference to the one that the British royal family also has. Like, if you notice, the new king of England also has one like that. The holy hand grenade of Antioch. Minari, not Jinx. Yeah. Good thing character Yuhi plays don't have high cost skin, but well, she's sponsored by Marite many times. You know, if any character that Yuhi plays gets a skin, she's absolutely gonna get it. She's absolutely gonna get it. She should have like a unique one. I'd love it if like Riot did like something with her like that. She's like the Vispo League of Legends specialist. I always watch her POV whenever she's doing a tournament. Yeah, but yeah, Botan. I mean Vina. I called her Botan. Vina. I like her. She's cool. I came back around the time that she was added into the game, the alter version. Angelina, old character. I use her more in IS these times, but in old contingency contract she helped a lot. Bagpipe, I use it a lot together with Myrtle because, you know, obviously it's the meta strategy of flag vanguards with Bagpipe, so very strong. Very strong. And I use her with the Scottish version of the VA because I love how Arknights, the English VAs, actually have like accents for them based on their region. So Bagpipe has actually a Scottish accent.
Assistant, the one where you just stand next to Fokai.
I love the Scottish accent.
Back in school, Chen always had a pissed off look on her face.
I love the Scottish accent. He's one of my favorite accents ever. So obviously I had to give her that. Of course I had to. I like her loud scream Yuhi the best somehow. She also played with Dyra's old TSM play. Yeah, in a tournament that she participated with. The Vispo EN was also part of it. And remember, Nerl the Radiant Knight, I love her. I really love Nerl. Skill 2 is the one I use the most. It's so useful. It's so useful. There have been so many situations where skill 2 has helped me, and the module only makes it better. I love it. I already liked Nerl, even before the altar, because I love knights, you know, usually in games or like fantasy, I love knightly characters. So obviously, Nerl represents basically the ideal of the perfect knight, you could say. So obviously I would gravitate towards her. I like her a lot. She's one of my favorite characters in the game. And that's why I want to get the skin that she has in the shop. So I'll need to grind more Origin Prime for it. Because this one is available in the shop right now. And I'd like to get it. It's the Campaign Night. Wait, not the Campaign Night outfit. The one, the Competition Night outfit. You could say the esports outfit. Because Casimir's is basically Knights esports, but they're gladiators. But yeah, I really enjoyed the Casimir's events. They were really cool. Here's Eonectus. She's not a very good character, but I don't care. I like her. I M3'd her, and she's I used her in some events here and there. I like her quite a lot. I got her module 3 as well. Yes, it's clunky to make her work, but sometimes you manage to do it and it feels good. It feels good. Hey, yeah, what's up? Hello, Remy. Hello. Is he waiting for a Mudrock's Knight Armor skin? Probably unlikely, because she doesn't really have much to do with Casimir's. But that would be cool, though. I'd love to see that. So, sports. Yeah, you're right. Esports, but they're not E, so they're just sports. Yeah, you're right. Maybe one day, Ark will add Polish voices for Casimir's. Oh, actually, about that. Here's Blemishine. Wait. Aren't they already a thing?
I wouldn't dare boast of my
Oh,
prowess with a sword.
it's a Polish accent.
But if you have any problems with equipment maintenance, you can come talk
It's
to
a Polish
Zofia
accent.
is
What
my
is it? She
doctor.
actually says as Polish
To be
work
honest,
somewhere.
I'm doctor.
What is
Those
it?
two Sarkas late,
What is it?
actually, I never got. Kazimierzy's night sports are nothing more than a huge
What is it?
compared to competition. When I first saw myself, I couldn't become a doctor. Kazimierz Knight. Codename Blemishine.
I forgot where
I've
it was,
heard
but
all
she has
about you from my
a voice
sister,
line where
Maria.
she actually speaks Polish.
You can just call me Maria if you want.
But she has a Polish accent,
Kazimierz
which is
Knight.
pretty cool.
Wait, a promotion? I just
What
realized
is it?
Blemishine will not captain. Leave the front to
I
our
forgot.
family motto already. Brave Napshot, the light.
Oh,
horse
there we go.
Napshot, the bayou.
Yeah, there we go. That's one of them. But she has more.
Napshot, the bayou.
And I think Wis'lash also has it. Wis'lash. Yeah, I think Wis'lash also has a Polish accent.
Sam, bird and beast won't drag themselves
Exactly.
to work until they...
Do they have Russian accents? Oh, they have Russian accents and they have just straight up Russian as well. For example, where's Gummy? The character that I showed you earlier. Gummy, where is she? Gummy should be around here. Yeah, there she is. No, that's Irene. Gummy. So you have a Russian accent, by Christina V, right?
Привет, doctor. You hungry? I heard your stomach growling from a mile
Also, the
away.
music is really loud.
It sounded like thunder.
You can barely hear the voices. But and then you have just straight up Russian as well. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. I haven't downloaded it, but you have Russian voices for the Ursus characters, which is really cool. So you can have an EN, Russian accent voice, or you can have just a straight up Russian voice, like straight up. And so a lot of the Ursus characters have that. Some of the Siracusa operators have Italian voices, like Texas, for example. Some of the Kazimierz characters have like Polish accents, and there are some that have Spanish accents, the ones from Iberia, as for example. Like one of my favorite ones is, where is she? Rose Salt. Where is she? Rose Salt. She's a welfare character from a recent event. Where is she? I'd like to train her actually eventually. Rose Salt. She's a welfare character from an event months ago. And she has an EN voice that is just really nice.
Come on, doctor.
Where is
I
it?
just got back from field work.
Wait.
My arm's ache.
Just wait until she gets angry.
Sure. Can't we leave this stuff for tomorrow? Pretty please. No. Psst. Maldito encapuchado. My road silent
Oh,
bus
never
is
mind.
ready.
She only spoke one thing, but yeah.
¿You awake? Venga, ven
But,
a esta pesquería de horario escolar. ¿Por qué tengo que sentarme en una clase de etiqueta con esos estúpidos mocosos? ¿Y qué hasta las dos narices se supone que es esto?
It's not even an accent anymore, it's just straight up Spanish.
Bastardo salado, inquisidores capullos. En serio, ¿cómo puede ser que... Au! Why you hit me?
It's not even an accent, it's just straight up Spanish. Just straight up. That's the EN voice. It's awesome. I like her because when she gets angry, she goes full Spanish mode. Reminds me of Iron Mouse actually, kinda whenever Iron Mouse would get angry and she would change into like full Spanish mode. I love it. And she's not the only one, there's others. I think Caper, for example. This one as well also has like a Spanish voice, EN voice.
Oh, muchas gracias, Doc. Why am I thanking you?
Yeah.
Because you just signed
Like
my paid leave application.
I really enjoy the EN voices of Arknights because of this. Because everyone, like in Arknights, the world is based off our own world. So you have like a lot of characters from cultures that are from our world, right? And it's really cool that the EN voices try to reflect that by giving them accents or just straight up speaking the languages of those countries. It's super cool. It's really cool. I love it. I love that. Like, for example, the characters that are from Yen, they speak... Obviously, there's like Chinese voices for them, but they have like regional variants. You can have the Mandarin version, or you can have the regional version from Sichuan, right? I think it's from Sichuan, right? From that regional area, because she's supposed to be from like a culture that represents that that territory, right? It's super cool. I keep the JP voice because, bro, come on, bro. A JP voice is Aoi Yuki, man. That's an amazing I love that voice actress, you know? So that's, I gotta keep it as Aoi Yuki. I gotta. So yeah, it's really cool. I like what they do with the EN voices. It's really nice. Let's see, I got Mudrock a long time ago. This character is awesome. I still need to M3 her, but she's been doing good. The skin that I have for her, I got her for playing IS a lot. This is a free skin you can get. It's really nice, very beautiful. I love it. Mudrock is great. Love this character. Nien was the first limited character I got, and she's the only Sway sibling I have. And she's pretty much my go-to tank. She is very, very, very tanky. Very tanky with skill 2. Which is cool. I like how she looks a lot. She's so cool. Saria, very strong character. One of the year 1 characters. You can select her from the SR selector, the SSR selector. I mean, still very strong. Exia, obviously there's a lot of super strong characters today, so she's no longer like the meta sniper anymore, but she's still strong. She can still help you if you need a marksman sniper. I'm leaving. Take care. Thank you for coming. Bye bye. What's that? The fun with what they're doing, it really shows in their work. Yes, it's really cool. Like, a lot of them aren't really exactly reading 100% from the script, but they differ here and there, and it makes things more fun. I love it when voice actors do that. Let's see. So yeah, Exia, she's cool. I use her sometimes. Mostly in IS, honestly. Rosemontes, she was a spook. I was not rolling for her, and she ended up appearing once, many years ago. She's not very good, but at least in IS she's insane. In integrated strategies, she's insane, and because I do IS a lot, she ends up being actually a character I use a lot, just for that. She's so good in IS, all IS. I know Super said IS-5, he's wrong, it's all IS, he's good in all of them. Because the module applies to all of them. All of them. This character, whenever I get this character, usually I already know I'm gonna win that run. Because Rosemontes is that good in IS. Lore accurate Rosemontes is her in IS, basically. I got Blaze in the U banner. I was just doing like a free 10, like the not a free, yeah, it was the free 10 roll. Yes, yeah, I got her in the free 10 roll. I ended up M3ing her, and you know what? She's actually been helping out here and there. Ifrit as a character I've been using a lot. She's extremely good. I got the wrong module, but this module still works, especially with the burn damage stack. I can use her together with Blaze as well. I use her a lot. Lynn, I got her more in recent months. She's been honestly situationally useful. I like her. She's also top tier waifu. We all love Master Splinter's granddaughter. Kaltsit, I also got her in recent times. I got her through the Distinction shop. And yeah, she also is amazing in IS. I use her quite a lot. Reed, I got her in a single roll. A single roll. When she was a rate up recently. It was insane. It was destiny. So, and she's been helping me out a lot in IS. Especially, it was thanks to her that I managed to beat IS-4 for the first time. She's a really strong. Skill 3 is fun and flashy, but I find skill 2 to be more useful in more cases. This is the more meta skill, the second one. But skill 3 is still good in a lot of situations. Especially in IS. She's also very gorgeous. Very gorgeous. I wonder if she has an Irish... No, she does not have an Irish voice. I think she's voiced by someone from Elden Ring, right? Elden Ring players, please tell me. This voice is gonna sound familiar to those of you who have played Elden Ring.
There's a lot more I can do for you now. More than secretarial work.
I won't be opposed to fighting.
Kinda sounds like Yorshka from Dark Souls, actually, but I know she's a voice actress that voiced in Elden Ring. See, Gladia, she's a welfare 6-star, she's very strong. I only trained her because I got all pianos now. But to be fair, even there have been many situations where she's useful even outside of all pianos. For example, the most recent contingency contract actually M3ing her S1 ended up being super relevant, actually. Mulberry is my go-to elemental damage healer, very strong. Almost sounds like Melania, the maiden that gives you the ability to level up from Elden Ring. I think that's exactly the character that she voices. I think that's the exact voice actress. I think that's the one that she voices. But yeah, Mulberry is nice. Silence is my go-to general healer that I've been using since the very beginning. She's so good. The drone that she can deploy is so useful. It's insane how much I've used this character. If I need like a generic healer, it's Silence, the one I use. She's just... Honestly, I use her more than the 6 stars. I have Shining and I use Silence more. She's Null, yeah. She's Null. I like her a lot. She's super flexible because of the drone that she can deploy. And she's also voiced in EN by one of my favorite voice actresses. One of my favorite EN voice actresses, Erica Lindbeck. Erica Lindbeck voices in a lot of characters that I like. She voices, you might know her as let's see, in League of Legends she voices Morgana, she voices Zoe, and she voices what's the character? Shit, the one that throws rocks. The mage that throws rocks, I forgot about her name. League of Legends players, you guys probably know. She also voices Vita Clotilde in Trails in the Sky. Well, not Trails in the Sky, in Trails in general, right? Not Malphite, the other one. Dark Souls 3 Yorshka and Melina. Okay, there we go. That's why she sounds like Yorshka as well. But yeah, she voices a lot of characters that I like in a lot of... Talia, yeah, there you go. You got it. Talia, you're right. Yeah, there you go. She voices a lot of characters I like in a lot of games, basically. Nar. Let's see. Not Nar. Definitely not Nar. Tomimi is a super gimmicky character that you'd never use ever, but I don't care. I still trained her. I M3 Tomimi, and now she goes bonk with this. With skill 1. Skill 1 is the best skill, by the way. She's nice. We all love Tomimi over here. She is very thick. And she has a very gorgeous outfit. But yeah, she's a welfare character. Even though she sucks, I do not care. This was the first 6-star character I got. It's Shirobota, Vina, Siege. I've been using her since the very beginning, and honestly, she doesn't disappoint me. I don't care if she's like the worst 6-star in the game. She does not disappoint me. I want a Vanguard that will actually not die after a sneeze, and she manages to hold her lane. There are many times where I don't even need a guard to replace her, because she can just, you know, hold the lane on her own without needing any extra power than that. And that flexibility has helped me so much. The flexibility of being a cheap unit that can fight almost as well as a guard, even though she's a Vanguard. You know? She can hold the ground, generates DP with skill 2, do a shit ton of damage. She's helped me a lot. I've used it in a lot of content, be it like general content or even like hard content. Honestly, she even helped me in contingency contract as well. So, you know, I don't care if she's the worst 6-star, she helps me. She's helped me a lot. I can make use of her, so it's all good. She's my favorite character in the game, basically. Alrighty. Then we have Blaze. You can also get Blaze in the free SSR selector. She's very strong. Maybe not as strong as she used to, because like now there's stronger operators today. But if you get Blaze and you're a new player, you're gonna like having this character because she's really, really good. Like, I would recommend either, if you start the game as a newcomer and you need to select one character, you're gonna be able to select 2 free SSRs, right? I think you can select 2, but anyways, Thorns, Blaze, and Saria are probably the best ones if I had to say. Blaze is one of them. She's also really good in general content and as a lane holder. I'd say Thorns is gonna be better overall in the long term, but Blaze can be helpful to you from the very beginning. I would still recommend Thorns, but again, you can't go wrong with Blaze. She's really good. She's really, really good. I got 2 of her outfits. Yeah, I do. Incoming CR Shadowverse round 2. Right. Right. I forgot, there are Hololive members participating in the Shadowverse CR. Which is like, whoa, I'd never expect that. Well, some of them yes, but some of them not really, which is like, wow, that's a big surprise. I used to play Shadowverse a long time ago. Skarner is also throwing rocks now. Yeah, you're right, I forgot about that. I haven't seen the new Skarner outside of seeing Yuhi play him. Or in LTK. Is Surtur really good? Oh, is Surtur really good? Okay, let me tell you, Almighty, how strong Surtur is good. So, Surtur is so good that for many years, people used to say, you got a problem? Just Surtur it. She's extremely meta. She's extremely strong. She's immortal with skill 3 and deals a shit ton of damage and AoE as well. She's insanely strong. Extremely strong character. You want her to boss kill? She can do that. Do you want her to like AoE wipe a bunch of enemies? She can do that. Do you want a unit that never dies? She can do that. Right? It's amazing. It's amazing. She's extremely strong. And now it's just Wis'adel it, or you can just use both of them. Let's see, then there's Moinar. Polish uncle. Very strong. Basically the guy that power crept Silver Ash, but Silver Ash still has like a niche. But still, Silver Ash is, Moinar is super strong. Very strong. He doesn't block though, so that's something Silver Ash has over him. Alongside the fast redeploy timers. Let's see. Blemishine, she's not meta, but I like her. I like her a lot. I usually use her with skill 2 or skill 3. Very cool, I like her a lot. She's a Nerl's sister, younger sister. Again, I'm a sucker for knights, so even though she's more of a blacksmith than a knight, I still like her a lot. I like her a lot. Nightingale is extremely useful whenever you're going against arts damage, which is like half of the time. So very strong character from like year 1. Helped me against Tallulah. The 5-star version of Nerl is also really good. I actually like her a lot as a defender. Her potential, her talent is actually pretty nice to increase the healing boost of everyone. But skill 1 M3 before, because keep in mind I didn't have Saria, so I trained Nerl before I had Saria, and she was able to carry me through a lot of stuff. There we go. Let's see. Moina actually does more DPS than Wis'adel with his new module. Oh really? Huh. Oh yeah, he got a new model recently. Today. Yeah. Interesting. I did not know that. Meteorite, she's from year 1, a 5-star. I like her a lot. I think she's pretty underrated. Pretty underrated. Let's see. She actually helps a lot in IS. Especially IS 5. Last round, Dispo win against Hololive. Oh, I need to watch the matches. I completely forgot about it. I need to watch the matches. I'll watch the VOD, it's fine. Absinthe. She's a welfare character. Not the best, but I like her as well. I use her with skill 1. It's fun to use her sometimes. Amiya, everyone needs to train Amiya. That's just, you need to progress the story, you have to train Amiya. I don't have the healer version yet, because I'm still in episode 11. Tilopsis, another one of my go-to healers I use every time, together with Silence. She's just really good because of this skill. The skill aura increases your SP regen by 30% basically. Robin is extremely niche, but I like her a lot. I really like Robin a lot. She's a welfare character as well. I really enjoy Robin. She can put traps on the ground, Some of them bind, the other ones displace the enemy. And I've actually gotten quite a lot of usage out of these, in IS especially. I like her a lot. I like Robin a lot. Hello, 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 hello. Orminazna lose against Coyote. Oh, interesting. I wasn't aware Coyote was good at Shadowverse. That's a big deal. Keep in mind, Nazna plays a lot of Shadowverse. Runa and Matsuri PM each other. Okay. Oh, I definitely need to watch that. Coyote's Master. Oh, okay. I did not know that. So Helliger, I used him is a unit I've gotten from very early on when I started playing. Honestly, he's helped me through a lot of challenging content throughout the years. Especially early contingency contracts. I used them to duel the Hateful Avenger from like the very first contingency contract. Extremely useful. Schwarz, I got Schwarz around the same time I got Helliger. She's more niche, but honestly I like User a lot. She's nice. She's super cool. And I like her design a lot. Let's see... Indra, you can get her for free in the recruitment. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to get. I recruited her because I trained her because I wanted to train everyone from the Glasgow gang. That's all. Even though she's not good at all. I just wanted to train everyone in the Glasgow gang. Platinum is usually my go-to... has been my go-to sniper for a lot of situations. I really enjoy the extra range she gets here. And the attack speed reduction actually helps her because her trait increases the attack the longer she takes to attack. And this actually gives her a niche in frozen stages whenever there's like cold status being inflicted on you. Because the cold doesn't... well, it's gonna affect her, but she gets extra attack from taking longer to shoot. Very, very fun character to use. I love Platinum. It seems the horse girls in this game are high tier, high quality waifus as well. When I play games, some people get mad at me because everyone is meta, play only meta characters. I ever use meta characters, I play who I like. Yeah, perhaps I'm not the most. I train meta characters obviously because it helps me like deal with content, but I also like to improve like just my favorite characters or randomize sometimes for fun, because I think it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to just use the characters the game has. And sometimes you get surprised with a character being able to do better than expected. So that's why I have a lot of non-meta characters trained. For fun. I like doing it. Platinum's still very good. It's really, really nice. I love the extensive range. Mint. I trained her because of the randomized challenge that I like to do sometimes. Honestly, this skill has come in handy sometimes. Actually, being able to pull a bunch of people around her actually has come in handy sometimes. I've been able to use it a lot here and there. Warfan, very nice to use. Very good medic. I use her with old pianos with skill 1 sometimes. But if you want a good buffer, skill 2 is the way to go. Sora, I trained her because of the randomized challenge. Honestly, she kinda helps in IS, but she can also work as a buffer. Snow Scent, just for the randomized challenge, I rarely use her. But hey, I guess if I ever need a puller for skill 2, I have Snow Scent skill 2, my M3. Courier, I don't use him, it's just for the purpose of like IS. Or the randomized challenge that I used to do. Myrtle, I use her every time. Literally every time. Moose is situationally useful. Actually really good 4-star. She can 1v1 elites, actually. And she can make certain boss fights much more doable because of these attack debuff. Extremely useful. Very, very strong character. Deceptively strong. Quada, if you're a new player, you're gonna be using it a lot. One of the best tanks in the game. Even veteran players could still use Quada. Jessica, for the randomizer, I use that. Skill 1 is fun to use. I like these like cheap skills that deal damage. The entirety of Rhodes Isle would collapse if anyone were to kidnap Myrtle, pretty much. Well, there's always Elysium. Now here's Indigo. I use her a lot in IS. Very useful character. Great crowd control that she has. I like her a lot. Gravel is a character I use a lot. I mean, anyone who plays this game is gonna use Gravel a lot. Extremely useful utility. I like her as a waifu. She's very gorgeous. Like, my goodness, look at this outfit. She's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Like, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Why is she so beautiful? I love her. So yeah, Gravel. I got Saga, which is supposed to power creep Siege, but I basically never use Saga. I rarely use Saga. Very rarely use her. Skadi. There are rare times where I may use Skadi. Very rare. Very rare. These days, I only use Skadi actually for the Abyssal Hunter effects. Because she's not very good, but hey, she can make Ulpiano be stronger. And Gladia as well. But I don't use her too much. Crown Slayer is good now with a module that she has now. I trained her, and now there's a module that makes her stronger. I trained her just because, holy shit, we have a playable boss. I like training bosses that used to be enemies. So that's why I trained Crown Slayer. I don't care if she sucks, but I train her. But then, guess what? There's a module that makes her really good. And guess what? I have Eunectus trained, and that module works really well with Eunectus. You have permanent CC. If you combine Eunectus S2 together with the Crown Slayer S3 with a module. Permanent CC. Yeah, she actually has a use now. Mizuki, he got a module today for IS, so I want to use him more. I definitely want to use him more for IS. Weedy, again, only use her for the purpose of like pushing for the most part. Very situationally I use her for other purposes. Elysium, for those stages where I need extra DP, so I use him together with Myrtle and Bagpipe. Skill 2 has a situational usage, because again, it increases the attack speed of... well, this skill increases the attack speed of your snipers, while this skill debuffs enemy defense and movement speed, which is really useful. So I actually like to use this sometimes. Bibik can be situationally fun with skill 2 for the spammable stuns. Especially in IS3 has been quite useful. Highmore is a welfare from IS3. I like her because she's gorgeous. I use her, she's my go-to Reaper guard. Let's see. Lapland, when I used to play back then, when in the early years of Arknights, I used this character almost every time. She was my first E2 character, and I always like using her every once in a while because she still has her silencing niche that comes up every once in a while. Very, very great character for general usage. Sidroka, I trained her for the randomize. I don't really use her, but it can be fun to use her just for fun every once in a while. Spectre, I use her very, very situationally, usually in IS. Lapland? Lol, Laplas. Firewatch, I've used her here and there, actually in some very situational times. You probably don't need her for anything, but it's fun sometimes to use her. Beeswax actually has some situational use as a tank, because he regenerates HP. I like her using her in IS sometimes. Lava... yeah, I don't really use her, but sometimes for fun it can be nice to use her. She's not very good. Nightmare... she's also not very good at all, but it can be fun to try and make her work with her gimmick, right? Ceylon, for the very few stages that have water, hey, she doesn't disappoint me with her healing, because she gets extra attack whenever there's like water terrain. She's a welfare. I like her. Glockas, situational useful for the 6-second bind. Really nice to have. Lapos Subotan 656 event. Yeah, they're gonna have it this weekend on the 18th, I think. Let's see. Manticore, I don't use it as much these days because I have Mizuki, but she's fun to use sometimes. Scavenger, I use it in IS sometimes. Very few times though. Arene, I haven't really used them. I only use them for the randomized challenge I like to do sometimes. Utage, very rare for me to use her, but she's gorgeous. She's very beautiful. So I trained her. That's why. For two big reasons. That's why I trained her. Gummy, I use her sometimes in IS. Pretty useful if you don't have enough hope to get like a higher rarity defender. Embriel, I love you. She is such a fun unit to use. I love Embriel. Global range shenanigans is always so much fun. So yeah, I like using Embriel. I really need to M3 her. Such a fun character. Mei, I use it a lot, especially in IS3 because of her stun. Very useful. Gray, I don't really use him, but you know, for the randomizing challenge, I use him sometimes. Gavial is also here for IS sometimes. Same thing with Myrrh. They basically are interchangeable. I trained them both just for the randomizer challenge. Deep Color, I trained her to help in IS whenever I don't have any blockers. She can help out by giving me extra blockers. Ethan, I only trained him recently. Yes, I never had Ethan trained. I decided, you know what? This character is too good not to train. I may as well just train him. So I trained him. I trained him like a few weeks ago. Lapo's still mind broken because she saw Dito marry with Tsurugi in Madtown clip. Dude, Madtown is bringing us such amazing content. It's lovely. I am really enjoying a lot of clips with Gunjo Roman. I did not know about her before this. She's really fun. I like her interactions with Adoran. If you lack hope, watch more Iris. True, you're right. So here's Rope. Rope is my go-to puller for the majority of the times. So, you know, whenever I need a hook master, there's Rope. Take the Rope, yeah, exactly. And yeah, that's all the E2 characters I have. I got some E1s that I used to use as well. I used to use Aesthesia a lot back in the early years. Project Red is also really nice to use. All the 3 stars are useful in IS. Shaw can be useful whenever you need a pusher. There's a lot of really good characters here that I haven't trained. I got a few 6 stars that I did not train. Chen, Ash from the Rainbow Six Siege collab. Magalan, Lee, Lumen is a welfare. There's really good. Hoshiguma. I probably should train Hoshiguma because her second skill can be pretty useful. It's just that usually because I just use Nien. Oh yeah, I've heard that Zima is pretty strong in IS. Here's another Russian bear for you, Almighty. She has a Russian voice, right? Yeah, she does. Let's see. Right, and I'm gonna train all the new characters that I got today. You know, Inez, Mulsize, Wis'adel, Exia, and Lemiwen. Time to train all of them. Vigil and Lessing are welfares, and I got Mostima like a month ago or something, as a spook. Zima means winter. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So yeah, I'm gonna be without any resources anymore. So yeah, got a few 5 stars that I'd like to train. I really want to train April, because I think she's like a fast redeploy sniper. I think it would be fun to train her. There's quite a lot of fun operators to train here. Even though they're not meta, they're like fun. I really want to train Rose Salt, because she has like a gimmick that's unique to her that's really, really cool. And I really like her voice lines. Let's see. I really want to train Caper. I think she's gonna be extremely useful in IS as a cheap 4-star sniper, a loop shooter. Yeah. There's a lot of fun characters I want to train. Pinecone as well, because she's really strong. So yeah, that's about what I got. Not too bad if I do say so myself. Could be better. There are a lot of people that have much better than me, obviously. But you know, for a free-to-play account that's been just rolling casually and stopped playing for 3 years, this is not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. I only started doing modules recently as well. Is that one of the games where you have to upgrade the number of characters you can have? Like, say, you have like 20 out of 200? Not really. I just like to train characters as for fun. It's just fun to train different characters and change, you know, your strategy based on what you're doing. Especially now that you have game modes like IS. It's always fun to try and do a run with a character that you'd never use otherwise. Or try and beat an event with like a thematic. Like a niche Knights thematic, right? It's a lot of fun. I like doing that. I really enjoy doing that. But yeah, you don't have to upgrade many characters in this game. I just like doing it. It's kind of how I have fun with the game as well. Medals are a pain in the shitty, how hard it is to get them. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that. I did save up a lot of resources though. Yeah, I got like 4 million LMD that I've been saving for months now. I got a bunch of XP and a few other resources that I've been gaining. A lot of these I got from doing IS, actually. Meaning the cap, the total number of characters you can have total? No, I don't think there's a cap. Yeah, there's no cap. You can train all characters you want. How many do I have? Because I think the archives allow you to see how many you have. I can't see. I can't see. There was a way to see how many characters you have out of the ones that exist. But I don't remember where you could see that. I really don't remember. And I don't think it was here. Oh yeah, here's the Ursus characters almighty. Just in case. I'm only missing one. I'm missing Rosa. I got the others. Let's see. Where was it? Intelligence? No. Module? No. I do not know actually. I completely forgot. Definitely not in enemies. Yeah, I forgot where you could check that. Or was it somehow in your profile? 74%? Maybe this is what it is. Operator hiring progress. So yeah, I think this is what it is. I got 74% of characters from the game. That's really good. That's really good. I have a friend of mine who is mostly a free to play as well, and he's got almost all characters in the game as well. So you're completely fine. You have Leto too. Leto means summer. Yeah, they're part of a faction, which is the Ursus Student Council group, or I forgot the name. They have one of the most depressive stories in the entire game. This one. Where is it? This one. The Children of Ursus event is one of the most depressive events in the entirety of Arknights. Really depressive. Like, wow. Yeah. But it's about them. Very depressive. Yeah. They've been going through a lot, you could say. Quite a lot. If gacha game was good with rewards, people are gonna continue to play it. I remember Genshin got a lot of memes because players don't feel like it was worth to keep playing. Oh yeah, I remember the anniversary rewards. Oh yeah, I was there. I used to be a player back then. I absolutely know that. Yeah. Yep. I feel it personally. I felt that personally. I know some games like Azure Lane, you can get like a certain number of different ship girls, then you need to pay an in-game currency to be able to... What? Really? Damn, that's crazy. No, don't worry, Arknights is not like that. You can get every character. As many as you want, except the collab limited characters, you know, like the Rainbow Six Siege characters and all that, obviously. But those are collab ones. So yeah. Alright. We had a successing pulling session. That was nice. I might do this in the future if I ever gather 300 rolls again for like a limited banner. Because this is a lot of fun. You know, usually I always do polls by myself, but why not share it, right? It's always fun whenever people share polls, so I thought it was fun to do it. Kinda like I did with Hare no Kagekyo back in FGO. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat because it's dinner time. Thank you guys for coming. Next stream will probably be a continuation of our Apex diamond grind, because we've been doing good progress. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Sweet dreams. And bye.